Now, when you first get your wig, of course, it is going to have its own packaging. Typically, it comes DHL. I've never really seen it come any other way. There's always bubble wrap, which I appreciate because it keeps the box nice and intact. Of course, you get this beautiful ribbon, which rip it off, girl, rip it off, okay? Of course, there are going to be some details on care and all that good stuff on the inside. And my favorite, the True-Scalp tape. We're also going to get some edge brush and then, of course, some clips. And then y'all know we got the wig. So I'm excited to go ahead and jump into this to get this installed for y'all because I have not done color, I don't think, in a very long time. I feel like the last time I did color might have been earlier this year. So how do we go the whole freaking summer without tapping into this blonde? It's giving Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, toned down. I love it. The hair quality absolutely looks beautiful. I don't see all those sparse hairs. The hair does not look like it's been over bleached or processed. And then of course y'all know there's always a tag, so plenty of parting space. The cap is adjustable, and they did go ahead and pre-bleach and pre-pluck the unit, which is going to make for a super easy install. Now that we got all of the details out of the way, of course I'm going to go ahead and just trim off any of the additional lace around the ears. Now what really makes this unit comfortable to wear is the material in the nape area. It really sits comfortably and does not cause any friction. And then of course there is the elastic band that does have that grip on it as well. And y'all, stop playing. Okay, let's get right into this. First of all, you definitely want to make sure that you hide the cap because that is something that's going to kind of peek through just because the lace is super transparent. I haven't seen myself with color in a while, and y'all, this was done beautifully. Okay, HairViVi, y'all know, y'all do y'all thing. Now, because I did already have a cap on, I actually had two caps on, I needed to, of course, further blend my hair. And so typically I would go ahead and just use the True-Scalp tape, which is going to be an add-on. So you definitely want to make sure that you grab some in your skin tone. And I didn't do anything fancy, literally just cut this in like a curved part just to make, I guess, everything a little bit more seamless so that you don't really see the edge of the cap and all that good stuff. And what this does is literally helps your wig look like scalp. So it's super easy to install. If you don't feel comfortable putting it on the inside of your wig, then you can definitely go ahead and just put it on top of your wig cap. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to just put it on your wig cap if you know that you're going to be taking this on and off. I would rather you put it on the inside of your wig. That way it is always there until you decide to wash it. So the way that I'm going to be installing this is with the Pump It Up and, of course, a foundation brush. So I'm just taking a little bit of that and applying it in the areas that I want it to stick. Now, you want to be mindful of your actual edges. I don't recommend you applying a bunch of sticky hairspray or even glue going all the way back into your actual hairline because, of course, healthy hair is the goal. So I did go ahead and just pull the cap directly in front of where you have that True-Scalp tape, actually a little bit more in front of it. So you probably want the True-Scalp tape to sit about a ½ inch up in front of your actual wig cap, and then you want to pull your wig itself probably about another ½ inch in front of that. So if you have that type of forehead space, y'all, this install is going to be beautiful. And even if you don't, you know to just minimize the measurements, just keep everything a step in front of itself. And so once I got that laid down, y'all, okay, I did go ahead and trim off the extra lace just because it was a lot. Okay, it was in my face, I couldn't see. Now, I want y'all to know, I have been using the Pump It Up to install my wigs, and it has completely replaced the Gotta Be Glue spray. I've seen so many people use other things like the Ebon spray. There's a plethora of opportunity out there, so don't feel confined to just the products that I use. I use the products that are more reliable to me. Y'all know that Pump It Up is not gonna move, okay? If you know, you know. So yeah, this is what I've just gotten accustomed to, and already, y'all, okay, the lace was laid, but we wanted to take it a step further. So in my previous video, I did actually receive a satin elastic band, which I thought was just genius. It was super soft. The only thing I would change is probably that it doesn't need to be this like thick, but y'all, super comfy, laid everything down and did not mess with my makeup. So that was a key, okay? I didn't have to worry about that harsh line later on, but you guys can see that parting space goes back extremely far. And so y'all know, whenever you get a wig, it is not enough, or at least not to me, to just put it on, okay? I'm gonna show you how to get salon results in literally no time. So far so good. So the hair did actually respond really well to the heat. I am actually just using my EAP Heat 1-inch flat iron, which I got in a PR package a while ago, and I have not stopped using it. Okay, it is very similar to like an FHI flat iron, even a Chi. So you guys, listen, like I said, use what you have. Don't feel the pressure to like go out and buy all this new stuff. But the wig itself, y'all, do you see this blonde? Okay, what I will say is anytime that I get a wig and they say that it's going to be pre-colored, I always get very nervous, because when it comes to bleeding and fading the colors, that is not an easy task. You really want to be skilled. So of course, all the details to this wig will be listed down in my description box below. And you guys, this really takes the legwork out of you having to do this yourself. You guys, that balayage highlight makes for a really smooth adjustment. What does that mean? So of course, with that balayage, you guys can see it is literally, the hair is bleeding into itself. There's no harsh line. I'm taking a little bit of hairspray, which is just to pump it up. I put it on my hands very, very lightly to hit the base of the wig, because in the areas where it was like a little bit more on the brown side, we did have a few flyaways, which was not anything too unmanageable. You could definitely just let it be. But y'all, I'm going for that super sleek look. I wanted to wear this straight, and so you guys can see there is a ton of parting space on this unit, which makes it even better, because if you guys decide that you want to do a side part, you definitely can. But yeah, in my case, y'all know I'm a middle part girl these days. So I'm just hitting it with the hot comb just to really make sure that everything is nice and laid down. I do actually have a hot comb listed on my Amazon store, so in case that's something you guys need, then definitely make sure to check it out there. But y'all, the hair was doing what I needed to do. I felt like I was channeling my inner bee, okay? I don't know any other woman that really wears the blonde hair as well as she does. And a lot of times her wigs are like, they are sitting, okay? 360 all the way around. So this is definitely giving me those vibes with the highlights, the lowlights, all the colors, the ombre effect. Okay, we are here. And I love that they also lightened up the base as well. Like, they didn't keep it very, very dark. They very lightly brought it to probably about a 2 or a 4. So I did actually like that. If you guys are looking for a unit that is already going to come pre-customized and all you got to do is style it, okay? And keep in mind, you really don't even have to do all this, because HairViVi does pre-style the units for you. They do lay them down, but of course, just with it sitting in the box and of course taking shape to like that, I don't know, the paper that they put on the inside, sometimes it's not the flattest. So just me personally, I want my units to sit really close and snug to my scalp. You definitely want to make sure that your base is going to be flat though, because okay, we know sometimes we like to get away with those cornrows that are just too chunky. So definitely make sure you are doing them tiny if you have thicker hair. And then if not, y'all, I'll have to show y'all my trick where I literally just wet my hair, allow it to dry overnight, put on my wig cap, and it's literally laid back like I have a ponytail without actually having the ponytail. So very interesting, okay? But yeah, if you guys are curious to see that, let me know. So when I think about my journey with wigs, obviously HairViVi is one of my favorite companies, if not my favorite company. I feel like they definitely execute when it comes to just the way that the wigs look, lay, and fit. Y'all, I have not seen another company that creates this type of like ease. I really don't. Like, for the most part, you're gonna get a wig, you're gonna have to customize it to some extent, and I just don't see that being the case with HairViVi. So you definitely are gonna get the bang for your buck. The HairViVi units are the ones that I personally okay, hold near and dear, because when I'm looking for a quick protective style, just something to give my natural hair a break, these are typically my go-to. And guess what? I would never, ever, okay, have to bleach or do any of that to my natural hair. You guys can see just how nice, fluffy, bouncy, and shiny the hair is. And guess what, y'all? They even cut it, okay? So they did give us this nice layered like fringe in the front. So if you decide that you want to throw some curls in it, you definitely have that option as well. And the way that I kind of just make sure that I get rid of all those flyaways without creating that white or like sticky residue is I'll go ahead and take sometimes a little bit of mousse, a little bit of hairspray, and a small amount of hair gloss or some type of shine just to rub on my hand hands, and then I'll gloss it over the top of the hair. So that's how I keep everything looking nice, smooth, and laid down without having to do too much at all. And so, of course, what you do on one side, you got to do on the other. And it's weird because whenever I do the wigs, I never really have as much trouble with, like, is this my left side? Yeah, the left side seems to lay down flatter than the right side. Always. I don't know why that is. But anyway, yeah, nevertheless, you still want to go through piece by piece just to keep everything nice, smooth, and pretty much on the same page. So y'all, I was already in love. Do you see the cut? Okay, the fringe, are you seeing that? It's definitely giving that 90s fringe, face framing layers, nothing too crazy. So they didn't bring the layer all the way around the head, just literally keeping it in that face frame just in the front. So I really like that. And again, I'm always going to highlight the parting space just because we don't always want to do the middle part, right? Sometimes you want to do that deep side part, and all wigs don't allow for that. So definitely make sure that when you're investing, you're getting you something that's going to be versatile. So if you want to take this from being a maybe 18, 20 to 22 inch to a 14 inch bob, you definitely have the flexibility to do that, just because the lace is very durable. So you're not going to have to worry about any of it like breaking. Obviously handle with care. But I've had wigs where you go to stretch it or you pull it a little too tight and it rips completely through, which at that point your money's going in the trash. So I definitely believe in the quality of these units, and if I can do anything to get you guys any deeper discounts, please check that description box. I will definitely make sure to try to do my best just to help y'all out there, because y'all, the quality is there. All right, I don't really have much to say negatively about this unit at all. And when I say much, there's really not anything that I can think about to point out to say, hey, they need to change this. 10 out of 10 recommend. I feel like I say that with all my HairViVi units, and it's completely true, and this is why. Look at that. Would you believe that I still have not cut off that remaining lace? Come on. Zoom in, get a little closer. Okay, I don't know if y'all are watching this on your TV, your phone. Do whatever you have to do. But y'all, we still have lace on. Stop playing. Yeah, exactly. And the hairline is completely customized already, which looks super natural. So if you guys are one of those baby hair girls, you can still do that with this unit. But me personally, when I wear my HairViVi units, baby hair is not something that I'm thinking about, because let's be honest, a lot of times we do use the baby hair not only because we think it's cute and stylish, but also because it helps to hide some of those grid lines around the front edges of the wigs. Like, let's keep it real, okay? So in this case, you don't have to worry about that, but when you go ahead and get it cut off, you want to take a little bit of mousse, a little bit of hairspray, just to go over those very edges. And if you need to, you can take a damp cloth just to make sure that you don't have that like shiny, sticky residue. And then I always go back in with my foundation, the brush that I use to apply it, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended in case I picked any of that up. And look at the blend. Y'all, this is sick, okay? Sick. I cannot believe that wigs have come this far. When it comes to a custom unit, this is what we're looking for. That True-Scalp tape is going to make this look like scalp each and every time. It is super reliable, super dependable. If you decide that you want to do this in a side part, you want to cut this into bangs, y'all have the flexibility to do it. Okay, y'all let me know. Y'all already told me who I would look like. Half of the time I get, what is her name? The girl from Mary, one of the sisters, which I agree. She is giving auntie. Okay, hey girl, how you doing? Because I do see the similarity there. Every now and then I'll get Keisha Cole, which I don't know where that comes from. But anyway, y'all, it's giving the vibes. I absolutely love what this look like. If y'all could only feel how soft and like texture this hair is, y'all would be on cloud nine like I am. I'm loving the way that it's like framing my face. I love that that dark color did not transition too low past my eyebrows, just because it kept everything nice and soft and light, fresh, flowy. Now y'all know I gotta throw some curls in this, just because Now we already can see that the length, y'all, I'm short, okay? So a 18-inch will easily look like about a 22 on me. But of course, the exact details to the unit will be listed down below. I've said that a few times because a lot of times y'all are like, Chrissy, how can I find the wig? Y'all just check the description box. I promise you it's there, and you definitely want to check it out in case there are any additional coupon codes, because these can get pricey, but I promise you the quality is there. So you should have these units for years, months on end with proper care. Just make sure that you are washing, conditioning, and allowing this to air dry. I think someone asked me for a maintenance video, like how I take care of my wigs. Let me know if that's something you guys in the majority would want to see, just because to me it's very basic: shampoo, wash, sit it away. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about it. So overall, I am happy with the way that the unit turned out. Definitely giving this a 10 out of 10. And of course, if you are not already, make sure that you are following me on Instagram and TikTok. We just hit 40K on IG. Woo woo. Okay, look at the curls. Definitely soft, bouncy. I did a nice little loose wave. Nothing too crazy. Just threw a few of the flat iron curls in there, brushed them out, and kept everything nice and neat in the front. And you guys, the density is not overly full. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty. We are almost at 300K. I feel like we'll be there by the end of today, okay? I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. I love you so much.